If you're asking when union will happen, it's not coming. And I say this because whenever you are looking for something to happen, then you're telling the universe that you don't already have it. And you are already in union with your divine masculine. Now, although you are in 3D separation, it's about energy. And that is what many divine feminines at times will forget is they constantly are looking in the 3D. The 3D shows that we are separate, that they're with someone or they're across a different country, whatever the situation is. If you're coming from a space of needing to be with your person and manipulating the 3D to get your person to come back, it will only push them away. And although you may have those mini reunions, they can also go on for a very long time. And that can be very difficult because you may be really working hard to get your person to come back. Instead, the focus should always be on self, on what makes you happy. What are the things in your life perhaps you may not be fulfilling? Because we know that the 3D is always reflecting our own thoughts and emotions. So whatever you see in the 3D is what is going on either consciously or unconsciously. And all of those thoughts and emotions come from our subconscious. As we know, our subconscious holds 95% of our belief systems. So whenever you are believing that your twin flame is outside of you and that you need to work hard to get your person to come in, they're not coming. When you embrace the energy of that love that you believe they are giving you, which is actually the love that you have within yourself, then you can begin to shift the energy, because that energy that you think he or she is giving you or will give you is actually your own energy. And that is why they came in, to catapult you onto this journey, this awakening that you're on. It can be very difficult, especially in the beginning, trying to understand what the whole twin flame journey is all about. But if you have been listening to me for a while, then you know that this journey is not about your person. Yes, you can be with your person, but you have to be good on your own first. You have to find that love within yourself first. And you have to know that you are your priority. You are your first love. You and the God source energy that you believe in, the divine God, whatever terminology you want to use. And that is where the love comes from. When you fill your own cup, when you give yourself everything that you think your person will give you, then you're shifting your energy. Then you know that you're at the right place. You're in the right energy. And it's a process. There is no time frame as to when that should happen. So when you're putting a limit to when they should be coming back in, then you're also believing that they are outside of you. So the focus should always be on you, should be on loving yourself and embracing the energy of what it is that you desire now. So in the present moment is where everything happens. And I'm sure you've heard this many times, not only with me, but many other coaches out there that talk about twin flames. Being in the present moment and living your life in the now is where ultimately you want to be. And the mind always has a tendency to go backwards in the past, to really ruminate about the old story and everything that's happened between you and your twin. And or the mind wants to know in the future, when will they come back in? When will union happen? But we want to be present. We want to stay in the present moment and embrace the energy of already having your desire, which is your twin flame, if you choose to be with them. As I mentioned many times, not everyone chooses to be with their divine masculine. Some are very happily married. But I can tell you, with many that I coach, I'm going to say that most of them want to be with their divine masculines. They want to have a relationship with them. And that is okay. It's okay to have the desire, as long as it's not coming from a place of needing to have your person. So ultimately, the focus always comes back to self, always comes back to stepping into your sovereignty. When you remember that you're the creator of your own life, and you know that everything that is happening around you comes from your own energy. And this is where the inner work comes in, is learning to identify your triggers. Where are you holding that negative energy, that trauma in your body? Where are you still holding that information, right? Because we know that when you hold things in, that it takes a place in your body, and you want to learn to release that. You want to learn to release that stagnant energy and allow your energy to flow, because that's ultimately where you want to be, is in that flow state, that beautiful divine feminine flow state, which is magnetic, which is attractive, and is beautiful because you're able to receive from the universe. And this can be difficult for many divine feminines, not being used to being in receiving mode, often being used to being in giving mode, always pleasing others. But the journey is helping you remember that you want to please yourself first, that you don't have to worry about your divine masculine and when they're going to come back in, how are they going to come back in, is it going to work out? Because that's fear that you're holding on to. So releasing that fear is going to be key. So if you need some help and need some tools to help you on this journey, feel free to reach out. And letting go of those limiting beliefs that you're holding on to. And all of this requires change, which is important for the divine feminine to step into that energy of change and be okay with that. And the quicker that you can do that, the easier the energy shifts. And of course, there is no time frame on this as well. So when I say quicker, the more that you realize that fear is holding you back, it's important to take steps to let go of that fear and know that fear really isn't real. It's real because you give it power. But ultimately, you're able to create the life that you want. And that includes your divine masculine if you choose your person. And I want you to embrace the energy of knowing that it's a beautiful thing to be on this journey, because you have the opportunity to be awakened, to be conscious, and to do that work, to let go, to finally let go of the traumas and step into your authenticity, the true version of yourself that you've always meant to be. And you have that opportunity now in the present moment to shift. And it's never too late, ever. You can shift at any moment. So although you may have had a negative thought or emotion come up, it's okay. It's okay to release that. It's okay to start over right now. It's never too late, ever. It's only too late when you decide, I'm just going to remain where I am. I'm not going to do the inner work. And I'm just going to live my life just the way it is right now. And that's okay too. You can choose to do that, but you're always going to be pushed. Once you're on this awakening path, you're always going to be pushed to align back to your soul, always. And that is part of your energy force being activated by your divine masculine, so you can really shine and really be the best version of yourself. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't. I'm sending you all so much love.